What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Lollipops to Die For. I'm your host, Stephanie, and this is
Simona.
And today we're going to talk about the alien reptile cult. So in the early morning hours of July 15, 2017, my boyfriend had a gun. Barbara Rogers told the operator from a home in Coolbaugh Township, Pennsylvania, about 100 miles north of Philadelphia. He told me to hold it here and press the trigger. Oh my God, he's dead!
So the reason why we picked this story is because it has a little twist. When police arrived at the 10 double wide trailer inside, they found a 32-year-old Stephen Mineo dead from a close range with a 55 bullet wound in the forehead. Rogers was arrested and charged with her boyfriend's murder. But behind what first appeared to be a simple domestic killing, investigators soon found a bizarre backstory involving an extraterrestrial cult that had swallowed up both Rogers and Mineo.
According to the Pocono record, as Rogers' first-degree murder trial began in March, she claimed in court the couple had gotten into a disagreement with the leader of the cult, who preaches a heady stew of alien conspiracy theories, apocalyptic biblical interpretation, and warnings about reptilian extraterrestrials living secretly as humans. Rogers claimed a distraught Mineo had placed the gun in her hands and pulled the trigger. She said she did not know the gun was loaded. Prosecutors attempted to strip away the otherworldly elements of the tale.
Perfect. The aliens, baby. In the end, the jury split the difference, finding Rogers guilty of the lesser charge of third-degree murder. And on Monday morning, a judge sentenced the 44-year-old to 15 to 40 years in prison. DRC-TV 13 reported that the sentencing didn't sit well with the victim's family, of course. Rogers and Mineo were reportedly both followers of Sheri Shriner, who on her website called herself a servant, prophet, ambassador, daughter, and messenger of the Most High God. According to NJ.com, Shriner believes a new world order is threatening humanity, an evil conspiracy hatched by aliens and other evil beings.
In an interview with NewJersey.com or NJ.com in July 2017, Shriner denied being a cult leader. "I don't run a cult," she said. "You can turn on my video or turn it off. You can turn on my podcast or turn it off. I don't have a list or a membership rule." Mineo reportedly began following Shriner through her online writings and videos in the early 2000s. But his relationship with Rogers eventually put him at odds with the teachings. Shriner told NewJersey.com she believed Rogers was a vampire witch reptilian super soldier. The split seems to have started when Rogers wrote Facebook posts talking about her cravings for red meat and preference for steak tartare. Shriner believed red meat was a sign that a person was actually reptilian. There's only certain types of people who crave raw meat because they crave blood. Those with the vampire demon in them, Shriner said in a YouTube video, according to NewJersey.com. Shriner told the newspaper she then warned Mineo his girlfriend was possessed.
When the demon manifested in her, if it was the demon or lizard, if she had both, a soul was no match for that kind of supernatural strength, Shriner told NJ.com. The one thing I did know, she was no good.
No.
Of course. After Mineo's death, Rogers reportedly told investigators and later claimed at her murder trial that Mineo began to believe that Shriner was in fact a reptilian masquerading as a human being. On the night of his death, Rogers and Mineo had been drinking at a bar until 2 a.m. according to WNEP. Rogers said the couple had a few drinks but were not intoxicated. Back at home, Mineo suggested that they head out to the dark woods and fire his gun, because that's what normal people do. Later, back in the bedroom, still distraught about his falling out with Shriner and her followers, he pressed the gun to his head, grabbed her hands, and forced her to pull the trigger, she claimed.
Police, however, claimed the shooting was no accident. Before the March murder trial began, the judge asked Rogers if she wished to accept a plea for third-degree murder. The defendant declined. However, following the testimony, the jury convicted Rogers of third-degree charge. According to Pocono record, in Pennsylvania, unlike a first-degree murder charge, a third-degree conviction does not require an intent to kill, though the defendant does have to have had and acknowledge that their conduct was life-threatening.
The third-degree conviction also carries a lesser prison sentence, of course, with a maximum of 20 to 40 years, which prosecutors requested. The defense, citing her lack of previous criminal record and the fact that she's a mother of 3, asked for leniency. And at the sentencing on Monday, Rogers reiterated her claims that Mineo was truly responsible for his death. Go figure. I was not in control of the situation that happened, she told reporters. I was not the dominating party in that situation. After the judge sent Rogers away for a minimum of 15 years, prosecutors expressed frustration. We would have liked to see her get more, but we understand why the judge did what she did. Andrew Prowler, Monroe County Assistant District Attorney, told reporters. Mineo's mother was less than circumspect. What happened to my son is permanent, Donna Mineo said. Her sentence should be permanent. It was totally unfair. So,
I agree.
I mean, realistically, it's easy to claim the aliens made me do it. One. Second of all, it's kind of weird that instead of saying, oh, the aliens made me do it,
Right.
and she claimed, oh, I was not in control of the situation. He made me kill him.
You're right.
You know.
Right.
But even the whole fight over it, like, come on, really? Like,
No, I know.
And to claim that, oh my God, they were reptilian and they were doing this.
Yeah, right.
And Shriner, I don't know her call, to be honest. I've never looked into it. But the interesting part is she's right about one thing, and I do agree with it. When you post on YouTube, yes, you should be responsibly posting to your followers, whatever information you want to put.
Right.
But realistically, she is not in control of what you do with the information. You know, whether you
true.
take. I mean, if you believe there are reptilians out there, and if you only want red meat tartare.
The thing is, people are very
undiscerning.
No, they can be very gullible, and they believe what they hear.
Right.
You know, it's kind of like people watch horror movies and they go out and reenact the killing just like they seen, or they really truly believe something is real. I mean, we've seen that in the last 4 years. And so it's like, if you get some leader, and I think we, did another video with the other cult leader on the other channel, and talked about her for other podcasts. People will buy into anything that they believe when they're brainwashed to do so.
Right.
And so some people look up to some people and they really take heart to it, and all of a sudden, that's what they're thinking.
Right. But the thing is, regardless of her cult, if you want to follow her because she believes, the whole nation is filled with reptilians undercover.
That's kind of like a thing, isn't it?
Right now in this era, it is more and more people believe that reptilians or other alien races are undercover into human beings. Right. Which I'm not dismissing. I don't know. Who am I to see? I've never seen one. But if I saw one, maybe I would believe. But the thing is, from that to me making a human being, oh, you're the leader of my cult because you believe in it.
True.
I mean, that's a stretch,
I get it.
So,
but you never know.
Also, this lady, I think, aside from the fact she killed another human being, take full responsibility. I killed a human being. At least own it up to. make that family not live with, oh, this bitch killed my son. And
I
they were
only know
able to-
one person that kind of happened to.
Which
I know one person. It was a friend of mine in high school. I didn't know her at the time, but she had shot her boyfriend by accident
oh,
with his gun.
by
And he was a security guard.
Oof. And he
She-
died.
Yeah. Or
And
he
did
was
she
hurt.
regret or have
Oh, yeah.
any? But see, this
Oh,
one
yeah.
didn't even have
But,
that.
you know, well, some people look at that as like, she killed her own boyfriend.
I wouldn't
Right?
feel that.
But,
no.
I mean, but that's how,
Yeah,
especially when you're in high school.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not a good look.
right.
So I don't know. I mean, that's the only time I've ever known that, but it wasn't that she was just screwing around with it, and boom, kind of like the Alec Baldwin. Same
right.
scenario.
Right.
Boom.
Yeah, but this one, like, aside from the fact that she actually claimed, oh, he put the gun into my hand and forced me to kill him. Who's gonna do that? She didn't even know
Kind
that.
of like that scene in Seven.
Which is,
Remember when the guy had the big like knife penis that was on him, and they were like, he was attached, and they forced him to rape the girl with that thing on, or they were going to kill him.
remember?
That was a good scene. But it was kind of like either you die or you kill the girl.
Right. But she didn't say, if you paid attention to her words, she didn't say, the reptilians made me do it.
Right, and they were going to kill me. No, they didn't do that.
She said, he made me do it.
Right.
So, I don't know if I buy that.
No,
But
yeah, I don't
this
know.
is all alien reptile cult, people.
Alien reptiles. All right, you heard it here first, or second, or third. I don't know.
But thank you for watching.
Yes, I hope you enjoyed. And until the next time, guys, always remember, the truth is always scarier.
Bye.
Bye.